Do you have any regrets surrounding that when you look back and think, I wish I'd done that differently? I wish someone had told me this thing.
That's Roc-A-Fella. That shit is art. Why would I want to mess with that? Look how it's impacted the world. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there'll be certain things that just because I know better, I'll do different. But who cares, man? I was like a kid.
What are those things? If you're giving me advice,
I wouldn't have been so generous with Jay. It was more friendship for me and money for him. And I always felt that, but I ignored it a little.
You regret ignoring that?
I don't regret it. I wouldn't have. The thing.
Deep statement.
Is that I wouldn't have let certain things happen because I didn't think they could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would never do that. But he did things that I thought he would never do. So now I would be like, oh, he would do that. And I would make sure it didn't happen. So Roc-A-Fella would probably still exist right now.
I made those mistakes too.
It is what it.
We all made those mistakes before. Definitely.
It is. Actually, the life that I got after Roc-A-Fella was it's been so fulfilling and I've had so much fun.
Is that cap? Or do you think that's true? I think it's true. That's my opinion.
You know,
I think he gained way more freedom leaving Roc-A-Fella, taking the money, you know what I'm saying, and starting his own life up. Dame been looking real different ever since then. He's no longer arrogant. You getting the grown man version of Dame right now.
Opened up art galleries all over the world and made music with cool people, and I just been doing cool shit for the last 10 years.
I was compelled by what you said earlier. You said Roc-A-Fella would still exist.
Yeah. Okay, you tell me what was the end of Roc-A-Fella and why it happened.
From what I understand, and again, this is just what I've read, there was a dinner that took place between you and Jay, where Jay wanted to sell Roc-A-Fella to Def Jam.
No, that's not that.
Oh, there you go.
We met at dinner because I had heard from L.A. Reid that Jay was like, I'll take the job of president, but Damon and Biggs can't be down with Roc-A-Fella. And L.A. Reid was like, yo, and I thought John McNeely had said this shit. I was like, Jay could have never said that. And we went and he did me like public place, the whole shit.
Friends versus business. You know, sometimes you look at somebody and you like, yo, man, this dude's not a snake, but like he's a shark. Like, he's a shark. And some people, man, business means way more than personal.
And told me this shit, and I was just like, you fucking serious?
Jay told you that?
He said, yeah, I want to be looked at as a businessman, and as long as you're around, I can't be looked at as a businessman. But I was like, what's that got to do with Roc-A-Fella? So he was like, yo, y'all can have Roc-A-Fella, but just give me my reasonable doubt masters back. I said, let me think about it. And I went and did a screening of The Woodsman, and I was like, yo, come with me to the screening so he can walk the car. He's like, nah, you're all dressed up. And I was like, this nigga never helps.
Harlem, stand up.
But my point is, regardless of what, Roc-A-Fella still existed. It's just I didn't run it.
Question for the people. Could Dame Dash have made that same exact move that Jay-Z did if he was thinking like Jay-Z? Some people think that Dame was being blackballed and they was going to get rid of Dame no matter what. And some people say that if Dame would have moved faster or have been thinking more on business and not personal, I feel like Dame Dash was looking at everything else as business, but he looked at Jay-Z as a real friend. That's just my opinion.
So why isn't there still a Roc-A-Fella?
Roc-A-Fella was sold, right?
It was sold, but they gave Jay to run Roc-A-Fella. So Kanye was still there. Everybody was still there. Why is there no more Roc-A-Fella?
You tell me.
Well, usually when a rapper runs other rappers, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work.
That's a big fact. Look at Maybach Music. Maybach Music had the kid with the dreads. You know what I'm saying? Like Meek Mill. I remember Triple C's and Gunplay. You know, I remember all these different artists. Wale. All these different artists, but you know, Rick Ross has a career too. You understand what I'm saying? It just never really works in my eyes and statistic-wise for a rapper to run a record label. But does that mean that that's the reason why he said that?
Work no more. It just means there was no Roc-A-Fella unless I run it. That's it. So I would have continued to run it I wouldn't have put that. You know,
I don't think so. I think that Jay-Z was looking for the next level of the Roc-A-Fella
dealt
empire.
with it different.
And how, when you're going forward in like,
But I didn't want to run Roc-A-Fella no more. I was done with that. I was at that time. I was already at Rockware. My office was not. I wasn't fucking with music no more.
and Rockwell was making a lot of money, right?
Yeah, but it was just more. I was just inspired. I was just sick of being in that building and dealing with dumb shit. I was done with the music business.
A lot of people on 49th Street and 8th, aka the Universal building, was sick and tired of being in that building. Especially after the feds ran up in there and knocked down Murder Inc. There used to be 300 and something signed artists to Def Jam. The reason how I know is because every time I went to Def Jam, I had to sign a book to get in. And under the Def Jam, under Universal, you had Island Records, you had Def Jam, and its subsidiaries, meaning all the companies under it, as well as the artists. So I know exactly how many artists was in that building. It went from 300 and something artists down to about 5 or 6. Facts after the feds hit. So a lot of people was tired of that building.
I wanted to do fashion. I was done with it, so I looked at it as an out. Like, out of obligation, I would have still ran Roc-A-Fella because I gave my commitment. But because they was acting silly, I was like, yo, take it. I want to go anyway.
It wasn't just take it. He got a big payout for that too. I don't want to say the number, but I remember like $200 million or something like that. I don't know. Might be all cap. Y'all got to do your own research.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But, you know.
How do you feel towards Jay-Z now?
I don't feel nothing.
No bad feelings, no good feelings.
No feelings.
He said that he had to light that blunt up before he answered that question. Let me go take it back just a quick second. Am I bugging?
How do you feel towards Jay-Z now?
I don't feel nothing.
No bad feelings, no good feelings.
Dang.
No feelings.
No feelings. Oh, that boy's media trained and blows out a big puff. You know what I'm saying? I know that. That's like when baby moms ask you a question and you like, okay, let me. What you said?
If I deal with feelings, then they would probably not be so complimentary.
He's obviously achieved tremendous success in all he's done in multi-industries and all that kind of thing.
Oh boy is nice too because you can tell Dame is trying to brush off that Jay-Z. This is a good reaction video. I like this video, man. I don't know what dude name is right there that I'm stealing this content from, but I like him. He knows how to poke. No Gotti, no Mike. He knows how to poke without intruding. Let's just say that.
What is it about him,
No Mike.
him that you think has put him in that position? His characteristics.
I don't want to talk about you.
You don't want to talk about it?
No.
Oh, there you go. I don't want to talk about Jay. Look at that smile on his face. This is funny. But yet, he's still going to talk about Jay. I bet you.
Yeah. Like, I know what Roc-A-Fella was and how we did
But I understand temperament.
business. So it's hard to, I don't even try to figure that shit out. Period.
You have a really unique perspective in the sense that you yourself, Kanye, Jay, you got to see the characteristics that made them go on their journeys.
Okay, he says he goes off into Kanye and Jay again. He brings Jay back. Okay, but he adds Kanye into, you know what I mean, so we could like.
That's really what I was trying to get at. Is like, what are those?
The difference between Jay and Kanye, and I say it, Jay is about the money, period. And Kanye.
Oh, he gonna Vlad this one. Because now he's saying something about Kanye too. Yo, man, I'm learning. I'm picking up game, but I'm really, really, really picking up Dame. Because Dame is game, walking game. You know what I'm saying? Attached with it. The difference between Dame is Dame got. I think that from what I've seen and what I know about Dame personally, you know what I'm saying? Like from being in Def Jam and from his brother, because me and Bobby Dash is cool too. You know what I'm saying? That Dame rides on principle. He opened up the doors for a lot of people, man. Imagine if you open up all the doors for a motherfucker, right? You rocking with him, you up in the videos with him, y'all having your best life. They in their 20s, they doing their thing. But meanwhile, dude is plotting behind your back. You know what I'm saying? I guess some people call that business. And it's almost like Rich and Poe, Dame. It's almost like Rich and Poe. Rich is really the reason why Poe was on. Rich. And then you ask him, how do we feel about Poe while he's dead? How do you feel about Poe? Ask Rich that in the grave. And not to say that Dame is in the grave, because Dame, he is Dame finds a way to reinvent himself all the time. You know what I'm saying? And big shouts to Dame because he's a diabetic. You know what I mean? And he be giving mad awareness to people that go through their diabetes and shit like that and don't understand it. A lot of young overweight people go through that shit. A lot of people hereditarily be affected by it, and it changes your life. He found a way to manage it by changing his diet and doing stuff like that. Dame is living life. He would have been way more miserable if he would have went through that whole thing and became a billionaire with Jay-Z. Even though the family and moving forward would have been all right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best thing that you give your family is teach them how to fish instead of giving them fish. You know what I mean? They'll eat for a lifetime if you could teach them how to hustle. If you interact with the people, you know what I'm saying, and you be a part of the people as opposed to just trying to make money.
It's about the art and the money, but it's the art. You know what I mean? Like Kanye is a real artist. That Kanye is in different dimensions. Like, he really focuses on that fashion. I never saw Jay do that, ever. Not from the other. And he really...
And no cap to Jay, because Jay's my favorite artist. Period.
Focuses on his creative. Like, he produces his own beats. And then he's about, like, sonically, he's really into how things are. Like I don't even understand what the fuck he's doing.
And that's why Kanye's worth more than Jay.
Makes beats. You know what I mean? Like, I know what a beat sound, but then he does some other shit that makes it like where other people respect it. It's an art to what he does. And Kanye obviously has opinions. He's not trying to fit in. So Kanye's whole thing is, I don't give a fuck. He's an artist that likes war. But most artists, I don't know, I think it's like art is something that you will really fight for if you love it. Even if your message is misunderstood.
Like White Lives Matter.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
You don't understand his message there?
No.
Lit that blunt up again as soon as he asked that question.
Kanye, holla at me, bro. Explain that one too.
I didn't understand that one either. I did try and read after I saw his post, but I still couldn't quite grasp what he was...
Actually, don't holler at me. I don't want to talk about that. The only reason why I would want to talk to him is so I could know, so I could protect him. That's the only reason why. But other than that, it's like...
He want to say something else, but it's, that's his man, and he's not going to do that on the internet.
Yeah, that one there. I love Kanye.
Seems to have bothered you. Seems to have bothered you, that one.
No. Nothing he does bother me. I know about Kanye. I know that his thing is to trigger.
There you go. He's Gemini. So
he's a triggerer. So I'm not gonna be triggered. You know what I'm saying? Like, he likes that shit.
Shouts to Dame, shouts to Jay-Z and Kanye, man. I have no opinions on these three great men. I'm just paying attention to what Dame is saying.
It's fun to watch, but certain things are,
Ironically, Dame launched both of them. Both of them combined, billionaires, right? Okay, before I end this video, let's say this. Let's say if you agree that Dame Dash is responsible for Jay-Z's takeoff, right? That means if Kanye was to give him $250 million and Jay was to give him $250 million, that make him half a billionaire. Now, I'm not saying that they just should give their money to him, but if this was a fair world, that wouldn't even be a percentage of their fortune. And that would be a small token of saying thank you. All right? Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think.